Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
top 10 places to visit in Portugal.
Portugal is home to some of the world's most stunning landscapes. The country is full of incredible coastline.
I haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah.
Did he put a new, this is a new video or it's an old
No,
video?
it's just we haven't touched Portugal yet, and in one of the videos where we saw, we said we want to do Portugal for Portuguese food, so we usually start with the places to visit and then we're gonna go into food. So.
Bringing history and some of the world's biggest waves. From the volcanic islands of Madeira to the scenic Algarve coast, Portugal has so much to offer. Let's start this video off at the vibrant city.
This looks like
San Francisco.
Yeah?
City of Lisbon. Being one of the oldest cities in the world, Lisbon is Europe's second oldest capital city after Athens. I mean, there's just so much culture and history in the city.
I didn't know that's second oldest after Athens.
At the Sanctuary of Christ the King monument.
That's what looks like in Rio.
Reminding me of a mixture of Rio de Janeiro and San Francisco's bridge. The Commerce Square is another beautiful spot to explore. One of the coolest parks in Lisbon is the Parque Eduardo VII. It's full of beautifully designed hedges and just a great place to enjoy the afternoon or evening. The Belém Tower is also an important monument that served as a point of embarkation for Portuguese explorers. Lisbon is such a historic city, and I have to say it's one of the most beautiful capitals in all of Europe. After Lisbon, we're going to head to the nearby municipality of Sintra. Now, located about 30 minutes outside of Lisbon, Sintra is home to some of Portugal's most famous places. Now, one of the most well-known spots in the region is the Pena Palace. It's this colorful castle that sits on top of the Sintra Mountains, originally...
I've never seen a castle with all these skulls, because usually the castle is just like straight up bricks. This is beautiful, wow.
A monastery was built here in the 15th century, but lightning and earthquakes left the monastery in ruins until King Ferdinand decided to build the palace, which was completed in 1854.
I guess that's why it's colorful, because they rebuilt it. And then they probably rebuilt it and painted it.
Today it stands as one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. Now right next to the Pena Palace are the castles of the Moors. It's a stunningly well-preserved medieval castle that was built all the way back in the 9th centuries. If you visit, you can walk the castle walls and get a little taste of what it must have felt like to live in Portugal during medieval times. Another historical nearby place is Quinta da Regalera. It's home to the inverted tower, which has a fascinating history regarding the initiation ceremony for Templar Knights. Now from Sintra, you can make the 30-minute drive down to the coast. The coastline here is some of the most picturesque in all of Europe. It's full of jagged cliffs, incredible beaches, and picturesque lighthouses. Now one of my favorites is the lighthouse of Cape Roca. It offers an incredible view of the Atlantic Ocean. Now regarding beaches, I have to say one of the most scenic is...
I think he hasn't been to Portugal himself, because usually the places that he's been, he's in the videos. Here he's just showing like...
So how do you got this?
From you, like took other videos of them. Just made
It's the beach. It's right next to Cape Roca, and there's this really uniquely shaped pointy rocks that remind me of a wizard's hat. I mean, what a stunning coastline. Another really beautiful place right at the coast is Azores do Mar. It's a stunning town built right against the coastal cliffs. I mean,
that's kind of cool,
so cool.
the town right on the cliff. That's pretty dope.
Live there. After Sintra and the coast, we're going to head out to the Atlantic Ocean to visit the island of Madeira.
What, Lisbon or that little, oh, that little, I don't know.
Madeira, located off the northwestern coast of Africa, Madeira is a volcanic archipelago of 4 islands. Now, special thanks to
so it's I guess it's a island that belongs to Portugal. That's interesting. I didn't think he would include that. Okay.
Good friend Ellis Van Jason for providing his footage. He's one of the best FPV pilots in the world, and he made a mind-blowing video of Madeira. You'll feel like you're soaring over the island. I'll link it in the description below. Now, the island was claimed by Portugal in 1419.
So it's his friend's video, I guess. But wow.
Madeira is known for its ideal climate and stunning coastline. I have to say that one of my favorite parts of Madeira is its mountains. They are so jagged and have a stunningly colorful combination. Alice shows off the ridges from a completely new perspective with his incredible piloting skills. I mean, it's just unbelievable. If you want to visit the mountains, you can go to Pico do Aveiro. It's just a 30-minute drive from Funchal. You'll be able to hike around and get stunning 360 views of the whole island. Now, the weather on top can be
very mountainous island for sure. He did say it's a volcanic island, but super mountainous. Wow.
Be quite unpredictable. You might get lucky and be right above the clouds. If you're not in the mountains, the coastline offers just as much beauty. A lot of the beaches are dwarfed over by massive cliffs. I mean, it's just hard to believe that places like this actually exist. Madeira is just such a unique island, and I hope you all can visit one day. While we're still in the Atlantic Ocean, we're going to head over to the archipelago of the Azores. Look.
Not too bad. 250,000 people live there. I thought it was gonna be less. I thought it was gonna be like a couple of like a small island, but it's a pretty big island. Okay.
Located right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, the Azores are a group of 9 islands like none other. They remind me of a hybrid between New Zealand and Hawaii, with its rolling pastures and green scenery. The largest island on the Azores is São Miguel. One of the most stunning places on the island is Lago das Sete Cidades. Hope I said that right. It's a twin lake situated...
This is beautiful, and Madeira was beautiful, but I was kind of thinking he would show like the continental Portugal, not the islands. Because I was kind of thinking to see continental Portugal.
In the crater of a volcano, one lake is green while the other is blue. The nearby Santiago Lake is also an incredibly unique place. The highest point in the Azores...
Looks like a crater with the lake in it.
A little hot tub.
In all of Portugal is the massive Mount Pico. The stratovolcano is over 7,713 feet high and last erupted in 1720. From the dramatic coastline to the crater lakes, the Azores just have so many places to see. After the Azores, we're going to head back to the mainland to visit the region of Algarve. Now, the Algarve region is the southernmost part of Portugal. It's famous for its good weather, high standard of living, and incredible coastline. One of the most beautiful towns in Algarve is Lagos. It's this ancient maritime town with more than 2,000 years of history. Today, it's one of the most visited cities in all of Portugal. What I love about Lagos is it's located right next to some of the best beaches. The coast is home to uniquely shaped sea cliffs filled with hidden beaches and sea caves. I would just love to swim to one of those hidden beaches and spend all day there. One intriguing place is Ponte da Piedade. It's full of countless grottos and sea arches to explore. And this summer, I just want to explore the Algarve coast so bad, and there's just so many hidden gems to find. After Algarve, we're going to visit the medieval town of Óbidos. Located about an hour's drive from Lisbon in central Portugal, Óbidos is a romantic medieval town protected by an impressive stone wall. Around the year 713, the Moors established a fortification here, and in 1148, the King of Portugal reclaimed the land after successful storming of the Moorish castle. In the 13th century, the king gifted Óbidos to his queen, and for the following centuries, the village received special treatment from the queens of Portugal, who remodeled and enriched the village throughout the Middle Ages. Today, Óbidos is one of Portugal's most well-preserved medieval cities. The Óbidos castle is one of the crowning features. It dates back to the 9th century and now it's a hotel. Óbidos is just such a beautiful medieval town, and I hope y'all can witness it one day. Now, from Óbidos, we're going to make the 1-hour drive to Tomar. Tomar is an idyllic Portuguese city full of history. It's also known as the last town commissioned for construction by the Templar Knights. Now, the crowning feature of the city is the
crowning feature of the city is a commercial break, and that's what it is.
The Convent of Christ. And it's this massive monastery and castle surrounded by medieval walls. It was completed in the 12th century by the Templar Knights. Now, the monastery was integral for defending the Christian kingdom against the Moors. I'm just blown away by how big it is. The stone wall that surrounds the castle must have took ages to construct. Another fascinating medieval place to visit is the Castle of Algarve, located about
a lot of castles we see in Portugal.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
15-minute drive from Tomar. Constructed in the 12th century, this castle was built to create a line of defense against the Arabs. Throughout the years, the castle started to lose its military importance, and it was damaged extensively by French invasions. Today, the castle has been restored, and I just love how it's integrated with the city, and there's just houses all around it. It'd be pretty cool to live next to the castle, if you ask me. After exploring the castle of Algarve, we're going to head 2 hours up the coast to the beautiful city of Porto.
You know what I would like to see? Okay, like inside the castles and then the homes near the castle, because how I imagine it's like, okay, the military, the royalty living in the castle, and then like the normal people living in the homes nearby the castle.
Nowadays, nowadays castles are not. Well, okay, I can't speak for Portugal because I don't know the system. There was in Lithuania, castle is just for visitors now. Nobody lives there.
No one lives there.
The coast of northern Portugal, Porto is the second largest city in the country after Lisbon. It's one of the oldest European centers as it developed as an important commercial port during Roman times. Today, it's one of Europe's most vibrant cities. I just love how colorful all the buildings and roofs are. The Louis First Bridge is one of the most recognizable features as it spans across the river. And while we're still in the river...
It's like a double bridge. Like there's a bridge on top, walkway for people to walk.
Is it?
Yeah, and on the, you see people walking on top.
That's nice. That's
on the
nice.
bottom. Wait, or maybe cars drive on top too.
First Bridge is one of the most recognizable features as it spans across
the sea.
That's high.
The river. Now, while we're still in the river,
very cool.
I recommend taking a boat ride or car up the Douro Valley to witness some of the best wine country in the world. Wine has been made in this valley for over 2,000 years. The region
But you know, I
is full.
prefer those bridges as opposed to the ones that open.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's terrace vineyards that line the powerful Douro River. I mean, what a beautiful spot, especially if you're into drinking wine. Alright, after exploring Porto and the Douro Valley, we're going to head back to the coast to visit possibly the most gnarly piece of coastline in the world, Nazaré. Now, located just a 90-minute drive from Lisbon, Nazaré is a historical coastal town that is famous for being home to the biggest surfable waves on the planet. Every winter season, the waves can reach over 100 feet high. Now, the best place to see the waves is the 16th century fort of St. Michael the Archangel. It's located right on the cliff. I'm surprised it hasn't collapsed into the ocean after being battered by wave after wave for so many centuries. Alright, well that is it for my Portugal.
Oh, very cool. A lot of interesting places.
I'm excited to see more. Guys, as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord and Zoe. Share as much kindness as possible.